Hello everybody, DarkPhoenix Gaming here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kaiserreich, Legacy of the Weltkrieg as the Qing Empire. Oh boy, it's been a long while since I've been able to say those words, and I kind of missed being able to do it. And the reason why it's been so long since I've been able to welcome you back to this particular Let's Play is that last time around, I did an uber mammoth ultra big recording session where I basically recorded everything Kaiserreich to a stupid degree. And that meant that I had about 2 months worth of footage to go through. But now we've gotten ourselves down to the point where it's about 2 weeks left. So I can reasonably decide to start recording again without getting too far ahead. And last time we left off, just in case anyone doesn't remember, I had parked about 80-something divisions right here on the border with Bulgaria and was preparing to declare a war because I was wanting to push into Europe a little bit. So we'll be going to war with Bulgaria and Romania, who are their puppet. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a China says hello to Eastern Europe. Not the Baltics and the Ukraine, they're Germany's bitch after all. But I will be going after Bulgaria, Romania, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, which is just a bunch of puppets, basically. I'll be going after them, Albania, and Greece, as well as the Dongkuban Union. After that, I'm going to probably go after Delhi, and therefore the Entente over here, because one of my goals that I have right now is I want to unify India under my control. And the Middle East as well, as it seems. I'll need a good deal more divisions to pull that off, so it'll probably be a while in between bits and pieces for me to do that. And as a result, I may just end up deciding not to bother. Because while unifying India would be nice, I'd mostly just be doing it to get my borders to look all uniform and everything. I might just decide to leave the Entente alone and leave Europe alone after I've conquered the eastern bits that I'm after. And then I would just start arraying my forces for a war with the Japanese. Both are possibilities, ones that I'm seriously considering. But now... we'll get a 1% increase of dissent when we declare war on Bulgaria. Let's see. The Bulgarians have quite a few victory points, but we have a lot of dudes. And lots of dudes will now be marching into Bulgaria. Have fun, dudes. I'll send them over to a bunch of random places. And we can do some squishing. One at a time, of course. Let's see here. Sofia and Plodvia. Their victory points, and one of them is the Bulgarian capital. You can do that to get both of those victory points. I'm going to be doing a bunch of this, which is just attack for the sake of attacking. But before we do anything else, the game speed needs to be lowered to merely fast from extremely fast. We have a bunch of divisions here, unfortunately. So they can begin the process of assembling additional forces along the Dongkuban border. Speaking of the Dongkubans, we don't need to know this right now, but where are their victory points? All three of their 4 victory points are down here on the border, or with us. So one of them will need to jump ahead a little bit, but the others, not that much of an issue. In any case, welcome to war, and welcome to a province in the middle of Anatolia revolting against us, because our descent down here is a bit higher than I would like to see. So, in fact, no, this army is not going to be sitting there. It's going to be redeploying. That way, we can crush these rebel scum. I'm going to need to get quite a few additional troops in place to be able to start quelling dissent, because it's going to be a problem in future. It really bloody is. And they're trying to bottle us in. I am happy to report their effort has failed, and the Imperial Army can now fan out and successfully make them our bitch. Yes, I really just said that. Nuclear reactors coming online and all that jazz. You guys. 16 organization. Safe to attack, I think. Kill the partisans. Now, the war in Bulgaria is going our way quite significantly. I like it. I really, really like it. Keep on attacking everywhere and hope to win most of those battles. Unlike in certain previous engagements where I got arrogant, I do not expect that we'll win every battle, but we'll probably win most of them, and I have enough manpower that we can afford some peripheral losses without it being too much of a problem. I can afford to take casualties here and there without it causing any problems. Okay, keep at it. They're still defending. Those guys are moving there. Do I need to delay anyone to be able to support somewhere? I don't think so. And now the Romanians. Let's see here. We've got two armies sitting there doing bugger all. I'm gonna have them move to, in one case, open up the supply lines for these troops who are now in a little pocket, and in another just keep the Bulgarians and Romanians off balance by attacking and attacking some more. Our guy down here, though, we're reaching for victory points a lot. And I wouldn't be too surprised if we manage to get those victory points. Oh, you stupid, stupid Bulgarians. Thinking you have a chance against the mighty Chinese. Isn't it just so adorable? Let's see, improved field artillery has been developed. Tank destroyers 1945. Because honestly, with regards to our technology, right now, we're pretty much at the stage where no technology is really going to have any relevance to us. It's not going to matter all that much. Just because of the simple reason that we're mainly winning our battles based on numbers and the fact that we can throw a lot of bodies at the enemy. Not based on technological advancement or anything. Our tech is not what's winning our wars, it's our numbers. And there goes the Bulgarians. Now it's time to move on to Romania. What are their victory points looking like? Well, you're moving in the right direction. Little of that. Once they do that, we can prepare for an attack. You go to there. They can strategically redeploy up to there. Now that we've won that, I need to get an offensive going along this line. Not that I expect us to actually end up doing a whole lot in that regard. But it's some territory that we want to take away from them, because the less they have, the more we have of it all. And I very much doubt that even if I was interested in making peace with Romania, they probably wouldn't be interested. Of course, I'm not interested in making peace with them, for the rather simple reason that I would like to conquer them. But since we're getting this deep into Eastern Europe, and because this war is not actually going to be anything resembling a challenge for me, this is a good time to discuss it. We're getting pretty deep into Eastern Europe, and that's not territory I really want to have to directly administer. But I don't want to just not control it, because we need to have a buffer zone between us and the Germans. I mean, I can put up with them holding on to their territories in Indochina here, as well as Malaysia for the time being, but anything other than that and southern India is a big no-no. So we're going to set up a bunch of puppet states in Eastern Europe as a buffer against the Germans. They can have their sphere of influence, and we'll have ours. It'll basically be like the Cold War, just between Germany and China, rather than the United States and the Soviet Union. It'll be like that, basically, yeah. Now, how are things going here? 3 more places we need to take. Up there, their capital, and some random province. And the random province we are currently assaulting. Speaking of, pin their asses down, please. That's annoying. They're trying to cut us off there. I am very irritated by this. But it's not like it'll do much. We'll reunite into that region soon enough. Jeez. Unfortunately, the place they took off us was a victory point. Not pleased about that. Finish off that pocket and you get a swing around and take back that victory point. And they're offering us peace. I'm sorry, Romania, but unless you agree to be my puppet, there will be no peace. But you won't because you're a dumbass. You are very much a dumbass. Up here, our attack continues, as it does down here. And now they're trying to hold us back. We lost a province somewhere. U-15 divisions are nowhere near the front line. You strategically redeploy to there, and you can redeploy to there. And I'll just do a bunch of strategic redeployment to get people into better positions. I can get some more divisions in place on this border. I think I'm going to want the Dongkuban Union to be directly ruled by me, actually. Now that I think about it, I was still kind of considering that. But I might change my mind. Modern light cruisers are done. I'm doing a lot of naval research lately. Anyone who's watched recent episodes will know this. I'm doing a lot of research into the Navy for one very simple reason. The odds are high that we'll end up at war with Japan in the future over Manchuria and Korea and Taiwan, and I want to have all the technological advantages I can in my fleet, because I don't know that we'll be able to beat them through air power alone. well, air power and dumb luck. That's, you know, mostly air power. God damn it. Things are getting a little annoying up here. The Romanians are putting up a bit of a fight. More divisions that can be deployed. Basic semiconductors have been researched. I don't remember what that is, actually. Oh, it's that computer technology for research. Now, let's see. Rocket interceptors. Maybe. Maybe we can actually make use of this. I don't know that it'll actually do a damn thing for us, but I'm gonna try regardless. Now, keep up the attack, and you guys can do your jobs. Attack there and there, and you do that. We finally have our divisions we were redeploying present, so I can send them all to attack and take back that stuff that the fucking Romanians managed to liberate. After all, we can't have them liberating a single inch of our territory unless we're making them our puppets. And Portugal canceled their trade agreement with us. Oh no, whatever shall we do? Because we were really relying so much on trade with fucking Portugal that will cripple us. We have no hope left now that Portugal has annulled their treaty of trade with us. It's all hopeless. I should just surrender now. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Annex Romania. They are now ours. So, next I'm going to finish off Albania and Greece, because who gives a fuck about them? Albania first, because that'll give me multiple angles to attack Greece from. Don't think I'll need all my armies for that, though, so I'll send a few to settle on the border with the Dongkuban Union. Redeploy everyone. Let's see. This one armored division here can join up with this army. And your lieutenant general can become a general. Yes, I did just use the term general. Oh. We have more of these guys. Well, a lot of you can join that army. And now I can set the speed back up to extremely fast, as I like to do when I'm playing generally, just because things go faster. I always slow it down during wartime, though, just because having it slow during wartime, I'm able to see when things are happening, and I can make important decisions a lot faster. Now there's another division there I could deploy with that guy. Let's see here. Where are your victory points, Albania? Just Tbilisi. Okay then. Albania, you are now at war with China. So there. It's not even worth slowing down for this war, honestly, because this is not even a real war. It's we walk into their capital and declare them part of our nation. That is quite literally it. You guys move now. Onto the border, and then we can attack the Greeks. Serbia is Austria's bitch, I see. Now I'm going to save the game real quick. Even though I don't necessarily need to, I'm a little bit paranoid with this sort of thing, since this is a mod. As much as it's been out for an incredibly long amount of time and is, in my experience, really quite stable, it's still a mod, and you're bound to get the odd instability from time to time. So I like to save often, just in case something goes wrong. Now, it's time to declare war on the Greeks. I don't know why I did that. I didn't need to click go to. Sent me all the way over to my capital. In any case, now we're basically going to yoink all of their shit. We'll see if I need to slow things down for this. If this war doesn't involve a lot of fighting, then I won't bother, but I'll keep an eye on things. Let's see. Improved tank destroyer. Why am I looking at aircraft? Really? Now, though, I'm gonna do some research into anti-air. I don't technically need to, but as I mentioned, there's not a lot that research matters at this point, and anti-air is really not that advanced in comparison to the other stuff we have. So I might as well, I suppose. In any case, it's time to curb stomp Greece. Because of course it is. Stupid Greeks. You see, Greece, I would have happily left you alone, but you made one very critical error. When you chose a color to represent your nation on the diplomatic screen, you happened to choose a shade of blue. A blue that... And you see, the problem with that is blue is my color as the Empire of China. I can't have another nation that's also colored blue. That's just not gonna fly. I just can't allow another nation to dare to be blue. It's heresy. The most unforgivable form of heresy. For another nation to decide they should have the rights to the color blue. Unacceptable. Fucking unacceptable. And that is why we conquered you. Because you dared to claim the right to the color blue. Not because you presented any existential threat or we needed a buffer zone or we had a political disagreement about your ideology or anything. Oh no, it was just the color of your nation on the map. That's the entire reason I invaded your asses. Eesh. It's a pathetic reason, I know, but we are in the late stage of the game that's just basically, I look at country, I invade country. So I needed something resembling a reason, and their color on the map was as good a reason as any. Unfortunately, the only other country I'm going to be able to pull off that I don't like the color you are, it's too similar to mine argument with would be Sweden, and we're not likely to be going after them anytime soon, because we'd have to go through both the Soviet Republic and Finland to reach them, or the entire Austro-Hungarian Empire, and Germany's whole bloody alliance, and Denmark. Neither of those things is going to happen, by the way. Now I just have to wait until all of our forces are redeployed, and then I shall take the time to manage the political relations of our occupied territories in Eastern Europe. I'll come back to the Austro-Hungarians to conquer them. They're not a huge priority, to be honest. They're just kind of there, not really doing anything. They just sort of dick around and do their own sort of thing. Anti-air artillery is done, so I will research more anti-air artillery. It's sort of become that thing where it takes up a slot since I kind of need something to research, and it sort of fits the bill. Great, I forgot about that. Apparently field marshals can't command more than 15 divisions in Darkest Hour. I totally forgot that because it's just been so long since I've played. Oh well. Give me one of your divisions. Thank you. 13. You move over there and I can merge you with the guy who's size 13. Solve my problems that way. There we go. Problem solved. Now, it's time for us to create a few puppets. Greece. We will puppet. Because, as I said before, I have no desire to manage the territories in Eastern Europe. I'm going to give them over to other nations. Bulgaria's next. Now, Romania. Now, let's see here. Where are you, Albania? There. That's Eastern Europe. Under our controls right now. I'm considering liberating Turkey, actually. But we did spend a lot of time and effort to conquer this region, so maybe I should just keep it and install a police force, so to speak, in the region. On second thought, it might be more effort than it's worth to maintain control. And if I decide to puppet all these areas, I'll still have control of them, just more indirectly. Actually, I'm going to do a bunch of puppet establishments now, I think. Now that we've occupied these regions long enough, they're more used to being under our control, and we can trust them to other governments. Because the Empire is still in charge of the regions. The way I look at it, with us establishing these puppets, we're not granting them provisional independence or anything. We're doing what the equivalent in Total War Attila would be of appointing provincial governors. These are the people we're putting in charge to run the region for us. They're the governors. And I am going to set up a bunch of governors all over the place, I think. They can run the areas, including Armenia, which I only conquered because they're the same color as me, and now I have to deal with that again. We'll govern the region. It's over here, and they will report to us. Persia. Let's see. Do I want to? Don't actually know. Kurdistan, though. Congratulations, Kurds. You were recently conquered by the Empire, and we've now put a provincial governor in charge, so you don't report directly to the Emperor anymore. I hope you're happy. Let's see. Turkmenistan. What the hell is that? Let's see. Iraq. Let's see. Let's see. Hymns here. Is there anywhere that's going to take that province? And yeah, I'm also going to... Hang on a second.